Welcome back to another episode of Tuna Vision. I am your host, Ryan Yukumi. This is Monday's Mindset for Success, where we answer your mindset questions every Monday and Friday. Today we got two questions from some amazing people, and Miss Chris Britton here is going to fire away the questions, and I'm going to go ahead and answer them for you guys.
Okay, so the first question is from Lori Ratzlaff at LoriRatzlaff.com, and her site is about leadership and inspiration for today's MLM and online marketer. So Lori's question is any dream too small? Does it matter what size dreams we have in order for them to manifest? I really like this question, because this is something that I think I always think I really need to be dreaming like really big, and I don't focus on the small things that I could just be achieving like tomorrow and the next day. I always focus on like huge.
Lori, that's an awesome question, and I know that we've chatted about this before, but here's what I can share with you is the reason that we would feel that our goals are small compared to someone else's is because we're using the law of comparison. We're comparing the things that we want to achieve compared to somebody else who's achieved something else. And so the universe doesn't know what's big or what's small, what's a large goal, what's a small goal. All it knows is what is until you give it a meaning and a label. So does it matter that if your dream's too small, whether or not you can manifest it? Absolutely not. You can manifest, you know, like The Secret says, a cup of coffee. You can manifest the home of your dreams, a first-class lifestyle, and a helicopter. There's absolutely no difference between those two things until we give it a meaning. And so what I suggest is you want to manifest things that make you happy, not to manifest things because of what society thinks that you need to have, or your friends or your family members think that you need to have. So, you know, there's a certain program that runs in everyone else's brain that thinks that you need to have these certain things, including yourself. So a lot of people, when they feel if their goals are too small, it's because they think that their friends and their family members, they need to look at you in a certain light for them to for you to feel like you're successful. Well, the bottom line is you just need to choose what it is that you want to manifest and be very happy with that. So can you manifest, you know, what someone would consider something small compared to someone else and be highly successful? Absolutely. Your success is dependent upon how you determine success.
Okay, so the key is really just to listen to yourself and know exactly what you want, big or small, and stay on that track.
Exactly. There is no big or small. There is no right or wrong. All it is just what is until we give it a meaning.
Okay. Cool.
Awesome question, Laurie.
That's a good one. I like that one. Okay, so another good question is from Karen Merrow. You can find her at KarenMerrow.com, and her site's about combining the power of the mind with internet marketing.
That's an awesome slogan. That's a good slogan, Karen.
Okay, so Karen's question is, how can we be positive yet attract certain people into our lives? I know at a deep level it's unconscious, but I would like more concrete examples how to turn it around. Yeah,
and you're bang on right there. It is unconscious. We attract to us. Yeah, everything to us we attract. The majority is unconscious. 96 to 98% of our perceptions, behaviors are controlled by our unconscious. So it's a very small amount that's controlled by our conscious mind. So to stay positive, you really have to change the reprogramming of the way that your unconscious mind works. And to give you a few concrete examples, here's what I would suggest. Is before you go to sleep and before you wake up, you're in what's called a hypnagogic state. So it's that first 10 minutes before you actually start to become consciously aware of what's going on with your day. That is the most important part of your day, to embed a new program into your subconscious mind. So if you want to change the way that you function throughout your days as far as your habits and your perceptions and the people that you attract in your life, you have to start bombarding your subconscious mind with affirmations, visualizations, even meditations, subliminal material. So what I do, and this is what I would suggest, is the first thing you can do when you wake up is listen to some affirmations, maybe just a few minutes auditory, or read them, and also get into a state where you're visualizing the things that you want to attract, the people you want to attract, and the new habits that you want to create, in the different way that you see yourself. Now, here's the catch. You want to do this every morning and every night. It only takes about 2 to 3 minutes every morning and every night, and you need to do it for 30 days straight. Okay, so you need to do it for 30 consecutive days. If there's a break in there, then chances are you have to restart again and do it 30 days in a row. And let me tell you why this happens. There's a great example that we're talking about, a while back, and it's about NASA astronauts and how when they went up to space, before the astronauts went up there, they were trained by NASA to wear special goggles that would actually flip their entire world upside down. So you can imagine right now it would look like, the ceiling's down here and the floor's up here. And you have to function on Earth eating your food. And they said that was one of the hardest things, is eating their food and everything was flipped upside down. So the reason that they did this is because there's no gravity up there, and they wanted to train their unconscious mind to be used to functioning and working upside down. So what they found is that after having several astronauts wear these goggles consecutively for 30 days, some of them made it and some of them didn't, and they took it off for 1 or 2 days in between. And what they found is even the ones that made it straight through for 30 days had started to build that new habit unconsciously. They did a brain scan, they started to build that new habit unconsciously, and the ones that didn't weren't able to build that habit. And they had to start off scratch from square one and go 30 consecutive days. So the same thing works for us. If we want to create a new habit, we want to attract more positive people into our lives, we need to recondition our mind for 30 consecutive days on an unconscious level at the beginning of the morning and before we go to sleep, and then that will start to build the new habit from that point.
I prefer listening to mine, but I also found that I can make a pretty cool video with still images at OneTrueMedia.com, where you put your own images in and add it to music, and the music really helps me.
Yeah, music is a great, whatever you can do to amp up the emotion, that's going to cause you to actually not only attract different people, but change your own habits. And keep in mind, the first 30 days, whether it be you're listening to music and affirmations, auditory, and you're getting your emotion out, that takes willpower and persistence. Mm-hmm. So don't think that you do this stuff for 2 weeks and all of a sudden you'll automatically do it. You have to, consciously make an effort to do this for the first 30 days.
And not feel embarrassed if someone walks in when you're dancing and smiling with a big smile on your face with your earphones on.
Yeah, absolutely. We always suggest if you're auditory, listen to headphones with affirmations. There's a couple great resources out there. Goldwave.com is one. Mm-hmm. There's another one called Got Vision. That's a paid service. Goldwave is free, but there's a lot of recording software out there that you can record your voice and listen to yourself. Mm-hmm. And if you don't like that, some people don't like to hear their own voice. You can always use a guided affirmation or meditation. There's a lot of free ones out there too. Centerpoint, JohnAstronaut.com. You can find some stuff there. There's a lot of just do a search, and there's a lot of guided affirmations and meditation CDs out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome, guys. Well, 2 great questions. Much appreciated. Look, we're going to do this again this Friday, so if you have questions, go ahead and answer them in the comment box below, or else on the right-hand side, you're going to see a comment box that you can submit your question there also. So, again, my name is Ryan Ukomi.
And I'm Chris Britton.
And we'll be coming at you tomorrow with another Tune-O-Vision episode with today's Mindset for Success. Many thanks to Lori Ratzlaff and Karen Merrow. You guys are awesome. Keep rocking. We'll chat with you guys soon. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.